Hello everyone, I am using the Becca Backlight Primer. Again, this is like the priming shade, not the one where she has like 3 or 4 different highlight shades. And then I'm using, so this is just me like finishing it up, I'm using a buffing brush by Real Techniques. It's one of my favorite ones, and I'm really lightly buffing that over my skin. Then I go in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15 with a flat shader brush. Just really pack that in there. That will keep your eyeshadow from going anywhere the entire day. Then I'm going in with Too Faced Natural Eyes, and I'm starting out with the color Sexpresso. Starting in the color Nudie. Just to kind of get a base going on there and putting that through my eye socket with a big fluffy brush. This is a really fun palette. I like a lot of these all the time. Sorry, my kid just dropped a rock in the house. Yeah, we're in the house. She has rocks. Anyway, that's my life. Anyway, big fluffy brush, and I just keep continuing going through my eye socket there using that same color Nudie, and then I lightly just kind of buff it out toward the outer parts of my eye. And then I use the color Sexpresso, which is that really dark brown. So what I'm doing is I'm going for cool browns on my eyelid and for warmer browns in my actual eye socket. And I'm using that same flat shader brush that I used to apply my concealer. Seriously, stop dropping rocks in the house. Anyway, so I'm starting by laying that color down in the outer corner, and then using a big fluffy brush just to kind of buff that inward toward the inner corner of my eye, mostly toward the center. And then just going back over again with that color and just kind of lightly getting a very, very, very gentle gradient from darker in the outer corner to lighter to the inside. Then I'm picking up Cashmere Bunny in a big fluffy brush. I'm going back into that eye socket. If you notice, the color Cashmere Bunny is actually much warmer than Sexpresso. That's why I'm placing that in my eye socket, and I'm really blending that, like pushing it out toward my outer part of my eyebrow. Then I'm going in with the color Push Up a little bit on the center of the lid. It is a warmer color, so I'm just doing like a touch in the center, and then I actually go back over it, you'll see in a minute, with Sexpresso. It's just to give it a little bit of a spark, kind of a shine right in the center of the lid. Anyway, so there I'm going in with a Sexpresso, and I'm going to be putting that, like I said, kind of back over. Anyway, that's just to give kind of like a really neat layering with eyeshadows is amazing. Then I'm going with the color Chocolate Martini, which is a warm color, and that's going to go in my eye socket again. Layering eyeshadows is super awesome. It creates the best results, like the most amazing results. It's really fun. Then I'm going in with an angled brush and just fading it out. I'm just blending those colors so there's not a harsh line between my eye socket and then my brow bone. And then I'm going in with Erotica and a very fine pencil brush, and I'm just lining my my eyelids, just lining my lash line. There we go. Lining my upper, and then I line my lower lash line using the colors Nudie and Erotica. So Nudie just kind of all over the under eye, and then Erotica right up close to my under eye area, right up close to that under lash line. Just to create, more depth, dimension, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going in with the color Heaven and just highlighting the brow bone, kind of creating a little more of that dimension there. Now we're getting started with the foundation, my absolute favorite foundation of all time. Like, this is probably my top #1 product of all products. Maybe it's like my #2 is the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. This stuff is amazing, and I'm just using my my buffing brush, the same one I used to put on my my primer, and I'm like barely touching the skin with it. Then I'm going in with what is this? Sorme Treatment Cosmetics. It's in the color True Ivory 304. It's a perfect touch concealer retoucher. Anyway, I'm just kind of going over my under eye area and any like little imperfections that didn't get covered, because the MAC Face and Body is very sheer, but I love it as a base because you can like literally put any product on top of it and it just holds that product in place. It's amazing. It's so amazing. Absolutely love MAC Face and Body. Anyway, I ended up doing 2 layers with the with this concealer under my eye area. Only under my eye area to get the results I wanted. I didn't want like a super perfect look. I just wanted something. Anyway, then that is the NYX Wonder Pencil in the fairest shade, and I'm just getting a little more dimension to my eyebrows. And then literally I just went in with some tinted eyebrow gel. It's like a light brown. My eyebrows, I'm pretty blessed, pretty fortunate. My eyebrows are pretty cool. That is a Charlotte Tilbury 5-minute face, and I'm just going in with those two cheek colors. I don't know the names of them. They're not on the palette. Anyway, so you mix those two together, and then you do what she calls a swirl and pop. What's wrong, baby? Why are you crying? And anyway, just popping that on my cheeks, and you'll see I'm just kind of lightly blending. So as you can see, what I do is I'm literally stippling that on, and then I'm using my foundation brush, going back over it. It just makes the blush look way more natural. Super cool. It's a really neat idea to do. And I'm going in and very, very gently going in with a, oh my gosh, what's that called? Contour color. Very, very gently. Like there's hardly anything on my brush, and it's just to give a little hint of all the shades and everything around my face. Yeah, and then I take it through the eye socket a little bit, and then I even do it a little bit underneath my chin and kind of along my jawline, just a touch. I don't go all the way back, so I just want to hint. Then I do eyelashes. Then I grab the NYX Wonder Pencil again and line my line my lower water line. Then I pick up one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. It's actually by Younique, and it's called the color Sexy. It's one of the few shades that actually shows up on my eyes as a pop, because I'm so freaking white. Welcome to the world of white. Anyway, then I add some to my brow bone. And then this is a Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil in the color Pillow Talk. If you don't have it, you need to get it. It's so amazing. It looks good on everyone. Like seriously, it looks so good on everyone. I haven't met anyone that doesn't look good on yet. Then I went with some NARS in the color Rose, and yeah, just for like a natural effect. Those are Cover FX Custom Enhancing Drops. Super amazing. Wow, in the color Moonlight. Holy smoking goodness. It comes in a big bottle. I want to say it was close to $50 though. It might have been like $45 or $49. But you do get a ton for what you pay for it, unless you use it all over your body every day, which this summer I just might, because yeah, have you seen that? Wow. Super gorgeous, people. Seriously, if there's anything you're going to try, it would have to be MAC Face and Body and these custom drops by Cover FX. Super cool. So just blending that in with my foundation brush that I use. It's just a buffing brush by Real Techniques. I love that brush. It's amazing. And then I go in with my Jaclyn Hill / Becca palette in the color Champagne Pop, because I'm so on the fair side and I'm a little more yellow toned. I can't use the golden one. It just ends up looking, just doesn't look quite right on me. Anyway, so here I just am highlighting anywhere where the sun would kind of naturally hit me and give me that gentle glow or shine. Absolutely love this palette. It's amazing. Just a little bit down the nose, top of the lip, and touch of the chin. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a good one. Keep it real. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep it real and have fun.